Download, subscribe, and listen to Whiskey Hill Podcast. We're the new show that doesn't hold back on today's ridiculousness. We're not on the right and we're not on the left. We call it the way we see it, and we're going to make you laugh while doing it. Throw in some great craft beer and you cannot lose. Download Whiskey Hill Podcast anywhere you enjoy listening, and check out whiskeyhillpod.com for more.
Yo, what up? This is Jay Muse, and you're listening to the Gray's Tap Room Podcast. Snooch to the douche.
Hey, college kids! Welcome to a brand new episode of the Gray's Tap Room Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm the Trash Can Tabby.
And this week, we are without guest for once, which is okay,
Yep.
I guess. But we are discussing one of the greatest horror comedies of all time, 2011's Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
No, I'm super excited about this one. It was
Yeah.
a hidden gem that we actually found.
Yeah.
Again, one of the fun facts that I have in here is that it was canned for 3 years before it came out.
Really?
Yep.
3 years?
3 years. And it was one of those things where it was like, oh, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I bought it. And then
Watched it with Angie.
Yep.
She came over.
Yep.
And we watched it.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's my first memory of that, which was, about 11 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah.
A
It's been
while ago.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to give a huge shout out to Jay from the Porn Stash podcast.
Yeah.
He did want to be on this one. We
Yeah.
tried to make it work,
But I said no, because he sucks. No, I'm
I mean,
totally
that's
kidding.
true. That's true.
No, I'm totally kidding.
But no, he was supposed to be on here with us, but our schedules kind of like messed up, and it couldn't click.
Yeah, it kind of conflicted a little, but that's okay. We'll have him back on again soon.
Oh,
Shout out to Jay. So, Tucker and Dale was released on September 30th, 2011. And it, God damn it, it's directed by Eli Craig and also written by Eli Craig and Morgan Jurgensen. It stars Tyler Labine, whatever, and Alan Tudyk.
Yes, love Alan Tudyk. He's a god among men. He is the American Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
I feel like it.
Yeah,
Or wait, is he Canadian?
I don't know.
I know Tyler Labine is Canadian.
He's
think.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
But he's still awesome, regardless. He Pete the Pirate
R. Peter. Steve the Pirate.
or Steve the Pirate.
Yes.
There we go.
So this movie on Rotten Tomatoes has an 85% on the tomato meter and an audience score.
Oh, nice.
So 85% across
That's
the board.
not bad. I think it's a 7.3 on IMDb.
It is.
Okay.
7.3 or 7.5, something like that. So I do have a couple of reviews, two good, two bad, that I went through and picked. But we're going to do the good reviews first.
I'd do the bad reviews first.
Well, I've already got the good ones up.
Okay.
What lasts throughout is this comedic chemistry between Labine and Tudyk, who makes these not so stupid characters into a lovable duo that should have their own series of films.
You know, fun fact on that one that I just read through is that Tudyk and Labine hung out whenever they found out that they were casted for this. Like they became like they were hanging out all the time, so that their chemistry showed up on set.
Yeah. Legend has it that they're still really, really good friends today.
I mean, yeah.
I would expect. In my head, they are. They're best friends.
I mean, it's Tyler Labine
Yeah.
and Alan Tudyk.
They are the real life Harry and Lloyd. For me.
Okay.
Another good review is Tucker and Dale versus Evil coyly extends what could have been an exhausting single joke premise, combining pulpy, grotesque I can't read these big words. Fuck words. Here we go.
Did you just say potpourri?
Potpourri.
Oh my God.
Here, I'll do this one. I was cringing quite a bit regularly throughout most of the movie because it was so graphic. But really, that's the way a movie like this works so well. And this film is amazing.
I don't see how it was graphic. There's more graphic things on TV.
I think he's speaking in reference to the wood chipper scene.
Love that one.
Yeah.
He just hooked himself in the wood chipper.
So here is some 1 out of 5s.
Boo.
Exactly.
Boo.
Beats
Boo,
a dead horse all the way to the glue factory. That's funny. Everyone seems to be having a jolly good time, though I'm still not sure what they're satirizing. That makes really no sense. That was from Sean Burns and Will Leddick. You two stupid, not funny goobers. No one likes
They just
you.
wanted to find something to shit on.
Yeah.
And Tucker and Dale was just
if there was a 0, I would have given it that.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
Hate those people. What's your favorite scene? Do you have a favorite scene?
I do. And I quote it
all the time.
The time. It's the
Heidi ho, officer.
Heidi ho there, officer. We were having a doozy of a day.
Yep. That's actually one of the first quotes on here. There we were, just minding our own business, just doing chores around the house when the kids started killing themselves all over my property.
I think they were part of some kind of suicide cult. And then there's the one that whenever we're going past the U of L campus, we're always rolling down the window screaming,
"Hey, college kids!
We got your friend! We got your friend!"
I think my favorite scene is when Dale tries to talk to the college kids, and Tucker was like, "Hey, you need to make sure you smile more and laugh after every sentence." And he was just being super awkward, but he had that scythe with him at the same time too. Yeah,
you need to have more confidence in yourself. You don't walk up to girls with that
a scythe.
And try to
And he was eating a jar, not just
the pickled eggs,
the big huge container of pickled eggs.
He's just shoving them in his mouth.
I know, because he was nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I like the fact too that movie had the large character as the main character and not the sidekick. Yeah.
You think Dale was the main?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it pretty much followed his storyline, and Tucker would make his way in, and he was more of the sidekick.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels kind of the opposite for me because, well, in the title, Tucker's name is first,
right?
And it's his vacation home that they're going to, and he's the one that drives the truck.
But Dale also won the girl in the end.
Yeah. Well, maybe it was the sidekick got the girl in the end instead of the main guy gets the girl.
Dale's the main character.
You
he's
think
not.
So?
Yeah, he's not the sidekick.
Okay.
I think so.
I mean, if you think so.
Hey, college kids.
Yeah. So yeah, there is the awkward gas station scene.
I like
at
that
the
one.
beginning, and then they get in the truck and start making their way to the vacation home.
Oh yeah.
And
then the police pulls him over, and his sleeve is stuck.
Yeah, his sleeve is stuck, and his shirt comes off.
Yep. And the cop just sees him rise up with no shirt on.
Because it looked like he rose up from Tucker's lap, and the cop's looking at him like, "What the fuck? We don't do that around here, boy.
Not around these parts.
You can't be doing like that around here."
Another quote. Do some of your friends take medication? Why? Because I think they forgot to take it. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Then when they get to the cabin, Dale was like, "Whoa, this is a mansion."
You know what it reminded me of is the cabin from Evil Dead. It looks like the appearance of it was kind of based off of...
Fun fact.
Okay.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
Wait, it is the cabin or it's based off of the cabin?
No, it's based off of the cabin.
Because if they used the cabin, that would be cool.
It's based off of the cabin from Evil Dead and shoot. It's another horror movie that starts with an S and it has a cabin.
No, so not Cabin in the Woods.
No. Cabin in the Woods.
Scabbin' in the Woods.
It's the Scabbin' in the Woods.
The Scabbin' in the Woods. That's what it is.
No. But the director, Eli Craig, took pictures of both the Evil Dead cabin and this other cabin. I'm going to find it here in a second.
Okay.
But he gave it to the set director, like the art director, to build, and that's what he came up with.
Okay. So he kind of, excuse me, he kind of designed, he not kind of, but he did design it off of the Evil Dead cabin. Mm-hmm. Okay. I kind of figured
Wrong turn.
I thought you said it started with an S.
I thought it started with an S, but it's Wrong Turn. It's Evil Dead and Wrong Turn.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You can see that.
Right.
I like, and then they walk into the cabin and they're reading like the newspaper clippings of like teenage murders. Hillbillies go crazy.
Yeah, and then
he finds a coupon.
A coupon, 2 for $3 chili cheese dogs.
I'm gonna save these.
No expiration date.
Yep. The cooler.
Yeah.
The beer.
Oh, the pole when they lean on the pole in the living room.
Oh yeah. And Dale takes down Tucker to save him. And he's like, "Can you get off me now?"
You can get off me now. Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
He's dusting himself off.
I like going back to the beginning of when they walked into the cabin though. Tucker goes, "It's just a little dusty is all." But there's like cobwebs.
Oh, I remember him
over the place.
Like he climbed under a cobweb. Like he pulled it up and crawled under.
It's just a little dusty is all.
He's going to have a lot to clean up.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Well, now that there's, especially towards the end when there's bodies all over the place.
Well, it burnt down, remember?
That's right. Well, no, the body's on the property.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the body's on the property.
What did they do with those?
I want to know what happened. Like, how did they explain?
Well, let's get into, we'll get into the accidents later, but when they met Allison, they were out doing some late night fishing, and all the kids were, let's go skinny dipping.
Yeah. Can I just say, the blonde bitch with the fucking heels who could not smoke a cigarette properly?
Oh, yeah. Holding it with her fingertips.
Like, did you just start smoking yesterday?
I'm pretty sure that they said, do what you think a cigarette smoker would do and just do that in action.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
And that made me so mad.
Yeah.
Why do you go camping in heels?
Well, her and the kid that played Chad are both also, they've been in another movie together.
Which one? Evil
Dead 3. Or not Evil Dead, Final Destination 3.
Oh, were they the goth kids?
No.
No?
No.
3. Is that Ryan?
He was the guy that played Chad. He's the one that died on the roller coaster.
Oh,
and then the girl, she died in the tanning bed.
That's right. That's right.
He was Ryan Merriman's best friend.
Oh, okay.
At the beginning.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah,
now.
and he stayed on the roller coaster with other girls. You know what I mean?
That one girl,
Ryan Merriman's girlfriend, she lived. That's a whole nother movie.
That is a whole nother movie. But I know what you mean.
Final Destination is complicated.
I know what you mean.
They're good, but they're complicated.
They are.
But yeah, and everyone's out there for the Memorial Day weekend, and then he starts, do you guys want to hear a story that happened in real life in these woods? And everyone's like, ooh, spooky time.
Scary story.
Let's tell spooky stories at noon.
Right.
Because that's when you do that, apparently.
I'm guessing.
And
then they go swimming at night.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, let's go swimming. Let's go skinny dipping. And then they run to go swim, and then all of a sudden it's dark.
That lake must have been really far away. Because if it was the middle of the day when they left to go to it,
right,
and it was dark as hell when they finally got there.
Speaking of when he had the sense to me. Campfire.
Yeah.
Oh God, the main kid, whatever his name was.
Pop collar?
Yeah.
Chad.
When he took a hit of the joint, and then he inhaled his inhaler at the same time, and he's like, my asthma bothers me.
And he's also apparently allergic to chamomile tea.
Chamomile has a...
It fucks with his asthma.
Everybody who has asthma should stay away from chamomile.
Yeah. If you have asthma, don't drink chamomile tea.
It's like a toxin or something.
Or do. We don't decide your life for you.
No. You do you, boo. You do you.
Yeah, how big are your balls?
Speaking of... Oh, I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah.
I'm jumping
So we're
ahead.
at the lake when they're fishing, and Allison cracks her head open.
Well, it's because she notices that Tucker and Dale are fishing.
Yeah.
And...
She thought that they were spying. Yeah.
And then all of her friends screamed and ran away from them because they thought they were going to kill them.
Yeah.
But your friend busted her head. Why not grab her and help?
Right. I was like, oh, fuck her.
Right.
Leave her to die.
Exactly.
With the crazy rednecks in the woods.
I remember as well on Tucker and Dale, since you said that, the DVD, you were able to watch the movie from the college kid's perspective.
Oh, there's a whole other POV?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
On our copy of the DVD, we could do that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's weird. So we can find out how long it took them to get to the lake.
No, you get to actually see like Tucker and Dale as like the psycho killers, the way that the college kid sees them. So you get two different POVs on it.
I bet it's an actual horror movie then.
Yeah.
It's not a comedy.
It's not.
I kind of want to check that out.
We can check it out when we're done.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on our DVD copy because that's how I found it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you seen it?
Yes.
Is it is it a horror movie then?
Yeah.
And not.
Yeah. It's not haha funny. They're just killing themselves.
That's weird.
Yeah. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, Tucker and Dale is based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so kind of think of it
really?
as yeah.
Huh. I wonder if that
version. It's a
satire.
No, the kind of like Scary Movie is to Scream.
It's satire.
Well, there's another word for it.
Spoof?
Kinda.
That means the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, anyway, so yeah, it's based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
They wanted to make a black comedy based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't think you know what black comedy is.
Well, that's what it says right here on Wikipedia. Dark comedy.
Is Tyler Perry making it?
Oh, God, no. No.
It was just a joke. Chill out, everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Amos and Jeff. I didn't say it again. We don't have to put a ooh-woo or oh my God weebs in here.
Ooh-woo? That's for you guys.
Yep.
Even though Jeff will never listen. Amos will, though.
Yeah.
Jeff never listens to us.
So I guess we're wearing our Moose Lounge shirts as we're recording this for nothing.
That is...
We're wearing them for Amos.
I completely forgot we were both wearing Moose Lounge shirts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they pull Allison out of the lake and they go back to the cabin. Mm-hmm. And is that the part where... Oh, so when they're on the lake in the canoe, because I remember that somebody, when the college kids like noticed them, he screamed out Tucker's name, and Tucker was like, he hit him, and he was like, "You don't scream out my name when there's naked chicks prancing around."
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a Jace thing.
Yeah. 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 I guess, yeah. That checks out.
That one's funny, too.
But so we'll fast forward to after they get her at the lake. She wakes up the next day. That is not farts you're hearing. That's Lucy on the couch.
She did fart, though, earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Allison wakes up. She's got her head bandaged up.
For no reason, because there's, like, no blood.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, no, there is. There's one, like, spot of blood. It's about the size of a quarter. But when she takes her bandage off, there is no mark on her head. So that was kind of a mess up. But Dale is standing there with a plate of bacon and eggs and toast and some freshly squeezed orange juice.
Yep. And she freaks out.
And dead flowers. Because he was trying to be nice.
Nice and
he was crushing on her.
Oh,
yeah. He wanted her to be his sweetheart. Her sweetie. She goes into a panic. And then they play Trivial Pursuit.
Well, he was like, you like board games? She's like, what is there to do around here?
Yeah. And
he's like, do you like board games? Like, getting really excited. And he's like, well, I'm full of useless information. Or
he goes, no, it's my mind works weird. I'm dumb as a brick, but I can remember everything I was ever told.
Yeah,
which also wouldn't really make sense, because if he was told like a lot of like smart stuff, you would think that he might remember that instantly, and that would make him smart. Unless he's book smart, not street smart.
Oh,
he lacks common sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what makes him so giant and lovable.
He's a big cuddly teddy bear.
He really is. And his dog's name is, I forgot.
Jankers.
Thank you. Jankers is a handsome boy.
He's a very handsome.
With one blind eye.
Heckin' good boy.
Oh, that's just my dog. That's just my dog Jankers. He's a big old teddy bear. He loves it if you give him scratches on his belly. He's just a big old teddy bear.
Another fun fact about the movie is I like the way that they set the tone that you don't judge people based off of what they look like.
Yeah.
I mean...
Except for dudes who pop their collars on their shirt.
Oh, judge them
on
all
purpose.
You want to.
Yes.
Yep.
You can, and their names are Chad. Judge people named Chad all you want.
Oh.
Personal experience.
More than one time.
Yes. So if your name is Chad, thank you for listening, but we are judging you. Put your collar down.
If your name is Chad, please message us so we can make fun of you even more.
It's not 1987. You can put the collar down.
He was trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Smoking weed, drinking alcohol, popping his collar.
The dork had asthma.
Oh, God. He tried too hard.
He carried a hatchet, tried to be the leader.
Sure.
Whatever.
Sure.
He is a douchebag, and that's that. So, meanwhile, Tucker is outside sawing logs with his chainsaw.
Yep.
And he does what? What does he cut through by accident?
A beehive.
Yup.
Straight through it.
And here come the good stuff.
The good stuffs.
Yes.
Did you know that when he was running through the woods with the chainsaw, that was, he paid homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Oh, Leatherface?
Yeah.
Was that a Gunner shout-out, or was that a different Leatherface shout-out?
It just says that when he was running through.
Okay. Well, we'll say it was a Gunner Hansen shout-out.
Oh, yeah.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. He probably would be.
Rest in power, King.
I mean, we named our kid after him.
That's, yeah.
We got to meet him and talk to
tattoos.
him and talk about my tattoos.
Yeah.
And how he's a Pisces as well.
Yep.
March 14th.
Forced me to sit next to him.
No, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did force you. He's like, come here, pull a chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you were just like shell-shocked. That was great.
He's the goat.
And then he seen my tattoos and was like, oh, you're a Pisces.
He is.
I know.
And then I had to show off my little tiny one that I used to have. I got one too, Gunner. Yeah, that's cool. So anyway. Good for you, little buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you, Mr. Hansen.
Thank you.
You're my hero.
So here comes the start of the killings.
Hilarity.
Or
the quote-unquote suicide pact that the teenagers have.
Right. The first one was the kid who was running away from the bees, and he was like running away from Tucker, and Tucker thought he was running away from the bees as well, because didn't he say he must be highly allergic to bees?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about, did you mention the kid that he was running next to?
That's what I just said.
And hit the
stick, and then the bee landed on his nose, and it clicked, like, that's why we were running.
They really amped up the sound effect when he stabbed himself with the tree.
Oh, yeah.
You hear that?
Yep.
Really loud.
Yep.
And Tucker just keeps on running.
Keeps on.
It was so good. Comes in the cabin and pours
beer on his face. You know that was improv.
It's great. It's a great bit.
Especially hillbillies.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're from the South, beer is everything.
Alcohol kills germs, as we all know.
Right.
It's healthy.
Right.
Beer
I love
is medicine.
Tucker, what happened to your face? There's bees.
The kid must have been allergic too, because he was running like hell. He was running fast as hell. I like how every time Tucker gets hurt, he has to pour beer on his wounds.
Oh, he did pour it on his fingers.
Yeah.
We're jumping too far.
When his finger gets shot off. Well, yeah, we'll get to that.
No, they chopped it.
Or, yeah.
Yep.
And he pours beer on his hand.
Yep. I told you,
so
beer's a
stupid.
fix-all. Beer's a fix-all. Beer is a fix-all.
So, yeah.
PBR is a fix-all. Well, no, it was the logo of PBR, but it said, or no, it was Miller. It was Miller High Life logo, but it said beer.
No, it was PBR, because remember, well, we'll get to the end, but
yeah.
I got you your favorite, a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
He didn't say
Or a
that.
PBR.
Yeah.
He just said PBR at the end.
Yeah. But it had beer on the logo.
Yeah.
The after the bees, I'm trying to think of the next one. Everybody's freaking out because their friend's dead. And they're still freaking out because they have Allison, and they don't know if Allison is dead or alive.
They're outside. They're all outside now, and Dale is digging the
shitter hole.
The shithole.
Yeah.
The latrine.
Oh, Allison's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm digging the poop hole. I'm digging the shitter hole. I'm digging the
shitter hole.
I'm digging the," and he keeps coming up with different names, trying to make it nicer because she's a lady.
Shitter poop. I'm digging a hole.
And she goes, "I know what that is. I grew up.
I grew up on a farm.
I grew up on a farm."
And she offers to help.
Yep.
And now here comes the wood chipper.
Well,
because Tucker's there throwing logs into the wood chipper.
Wood chipper, yeah. As the kid runs to, what did he have? Did he have an axe?
The kid that runs into the wood chipper?
Yeah.
He didn't have anything. He was going to try to run in and push Tucker into
That's right.
But Tucker ducked down he just went flying right
into the wood chipper.
And then the blood's squirting out the top of it, and then the dumb girl
is
standing there holding a cigarette.
Yep.
Screaming, and just
covered.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Carrie style blood all over her.
And then Dale gets spooked by it and whacked Allison on the head again, knocked her out.
Knocked out for the second time. And then the other kid comes running with a stick that he turned into a spear.
Oh, yeah, he had the spear.
And he trips over a root that's sticking up out of the ground.
And stabs himself.
And lands on Dale.
And is going down the spear.
Screaming in Dale's face.
And blood everywhere. Yeah.
Hilarity ensues.
It really does.
This movie's so wild.
And then when the blonde chick runs, they go back, and she's trying to light her cigarette, and the black kid goes, "You shouldn't be smoking anyway. It's not good for you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, neither is dying."
Did we talk about why she's running through the woods in high heels?
I said that at the beginning. Like, why do you go camping with high heels? Why do you go?
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Know if that was addressed or not.
Her running gives me anxiety. Her running makes me want to. Oh, it's so horrible.
Well, she's doing that thing where she's running with her hands out like this.
It's like up, she's flapping.
Yeah, she's almost like chicken winging it.
Yeah.
When she runs,
like pull your elbows into your sides.
Yeah.
And bend your arms up to your shoulders.
She's really good at playing that character.
Oh, God.
I wonder if in real life she's like a tomboy and she's like, "This is dumb.
I fucking hate it, but it's money."
Yeah, this is stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Ugh.
She is really good at playing that type of character.
She runs that way, coming from a person who has worn heels. When you wear heels, you put all of the weight on the balls of your feet.
Yeah,
like you don't use any kind of.
It's almost like trying to run cock your feet up and run
tiptoes.
On. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Like if you were to stand now,
Velociraptor style.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to stand and do what are they, calf raises?
Yeah.
To where you're on the balls of your feet and your toes.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to wear high heels.
Okay.
You don't bear weight on the entire shoe.
Yeah.
The heel part is there just to support.
Oh.
But that's why she was running like that. Yeah. And of course they were thick wedges and just ugh.
Right.
And she was deep, 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 like the weird, I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah.
Just punch her in the face or break her legs.
I mean,
I would have thrown the shoes, tossed them a long time ago.
Oh yeah. I'd probably, if I were a girl, I wouldn't go camping in fucking high heels though. But that's just me.
No.
I don't wear high heels and I'm not a girl. So I wear Crocs when I go camping because I dress for comfort and speed.
Now, when they're pulling the body out of the wood chipper, the half of body, is that where he says the suicide pact, or is it when they go back inside?
I think it was when they went back inside. I think he goes, "I think these kids are a part of some suicide pact."
I got it right here.
Yeah.
It says, Tucker, all right, I know what this is. Dale, what? Tucker, this is a suicide pact. Dale, it's a what? These kids are coming out here and killing themselves all over the woods. Dale, my God, that makes so much sense.
I mean, it does.
Mm-hmm. Now, the wood chipper, when they're trying to pry him out. No, wait, they go back into the cabin and they talk about what just happened.
Yeah.
He was like, he just jumped into the hole and he stabbed himself. And, well, that's when college kids are hucking themselves into the wood chipper.
Yeah. And then the sheriff shows up.
Not yet.
Well, later on they go back outside to try to...
Well, he's like, I'm going to pry this and you need to pull.
Yeah.
And so Tucker pries it open and Dale pulls.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tucker comes around and grabs the half body and starts dragging it over his
He had to drag
butt.
it, instead of just like sliding
Rolling
it off. Yeah. He had to drag it right across his face. Like right up.
Intestines.
You would think that there would have been a little more blood on Dale from that than what there was.
Same thing for the girl, the blonde smoking the cigarette.
Yeah.
When she just had a couple splotches here and there when she was trying to light it.
It was like some on her cheek and across her forehead, and that was it.
Looked like they blessed her, but no, she should have been covered because when they did the spray, she was
her hair
red.
was even clean after that.
I know.
I mean, she should have been like looking like Carrie, you know?
Oh yeah.
That's nuts. I mean, I know if I had that much blood on me, I wouldn't have looked that clean 5 minutes later.
No. And baby wipes wouldn't have done shit.
Oh, God, no. You'd have to go jump. Maybe there was a deleted scene where she went and jumped in the lake to wash it off. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Because she was too dry.
It would have taken them a whole other half day to get there.
It would have.
It's a long walk.
Yeah. So they're running through the woods to go find the sheriff. Where's Chad? Chad hasn't been seen.
What was he
doing?
I don't remember. I didn't know where he was.
See, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't in when all of them were like killing themselves.
Because one of the dudes went to go back to go get the sheriff.
Which was the
they pulled
blonde.
up together.
It was the blonde kid. Was it the blonde kid?
Yes.
And then they come running out of the woods right in front of the sheriff's car.
Yeah. Yeah, they both did.
And so they, so it was the blonde and then the dark-haired kid, or was it the black guy?
Yeah, they all left together.
Yeah. Well, where'd the black girl go though?
I don't remember.
She went with Jason? Did they split up?
Yeah, they split up.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Then the sheriff drives them back to the house.
Uh-huh.
And he walks in. He's like, I'll handle this.
Yeah. Just looked back at the car and just like waved at him to stay put. Yeah, they were all in the back seat together.
That's right. No, one was up front because he's the one that grabbed the
three
cop.
kids.
The three of them.
They all left
back.
together to go get the cop.
Yep.
And then our favorite sheriff, Officer Friendly, shows up.
Wait, didn't they steal Tucker? Didn't Tucker get his? Yeah, they stole Tucker before the sheriff died.
What?
Tucker got taken back into the woods. Remember they kidnapped Tucker.
That was after that's after they tried to shoot the dog and held the dog hostage. Chad was holding, after the sheriff died, he had the cop's gun and took Jaggers.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I got the scenes mixed up.
And Tucker came around. We
just watched this too.
2 days ago, yeah. Tucker went around outside. This is the shootout scene.
Oh, where the nail gun.
Yeah, because Dale had the nail gun.
That's right. And they took Jenkers from there.
Yeah.
That's right. He goes, where's
Because they're inside. He goes, they got my dog.
Yeah.
Because they're in the house getting shot at by Chad.
The sheriff walks in, and he's looking through the house. And let's see. Where's that quote? I know there's a quote.
But yeah, so there's the shootout.
So, oh, that's so funny.
What?
From the beginning of the scene, when the sheriff first pulled him over.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
So where are you two headed? We're headed to our vacation home up by Morse Lake. I sank every penny I had into it. Me and Dale here. We're going to fix her up, then do a little fishing. He's been striking out by the ladies, so I figured a little man time might do him some good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ain't nothing up there but pain and suffering on a scale you can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So the shootout scene.
Well, I like the where the sheriff leans on the beam, and they're like, no, 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 no. And then, like, the wood goes into his face, or the nail goes into his face.
Oh, nails.
Nails.
It was like 6 of them, straight into the forehead.
Right into the forehead.
And he comes stumbling out of the house, and all the kids are, like, freaking out, like, thinking that they did that to him.
Right. And Dale's like, how's he even walking right now, Tucker, he looks like he's going to walk it off. He's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then he just
Just drops dead.
Yep.
Then they grab the gun and start firing at Tucker and Dale.
Well, the kid who had the gun, who grabbed the sheriff's gun, he clicked it and
jammed.
the safety was on, and Dale goes, You might want to click the safety off on the side there, and he turns it around the other way, clicks the safety off, and shoots himself in the face.
Yeah, he's like spinning it around really quick, fucking with it. And then they go back in the cabin after they're getting shot at.
Yeah.
The safety, Dale?
The safety?
You wanted to tell him to turn the safety on?
Oh, I never shot a nail gun before.
Yeah.
Well, picture it as a moving 2x4. Picture them as moving 2x4.
Yeah. They start having a shootout back and forth, and Tucker goes around to try to get Jaggers.
Yep. And that's where he starts running into the woods to go find Jaggers.
Yeah.
And then he goes into the bear trap, or whatever trap that they set. For some reason, I guess those kids are smart enough to set a trap like that.
I guess. Unless some other hick set it.
I doubt
it. was a bear trap.
Well, that pulled him straight up where he was hanging upside down. And Chad, sniffs him. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hillbillies stink. And he's like, well, they said it was 24-hour protection.
Talking about his deodorant.
Yep. Because he's hanging upside down with his hands, hanging. Then Chad chops his fingers off.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's just swinging.
Uh-huh.
And didn't they push him? Wasn't he swinging?
No.
I thought they pushed him.
No, he was just sitting there.
Okay.
And then Dale comes later on.
To look for him.
And hits another trap.
Yep.
It's a good thing I'm not hung like a bear. And then they both have a little laugh with it.
Then he cuts him down. They go back into the cabin. He pours beer on his missing fingers.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever get the dog back?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the truck.
Yeah, they went
at
back.
The very end.
Yeah.
Then
and they wrecked the truck.
Yeah. And then Allison.
But before that,
Allison finds him and they do a powwow.
They have like a little heart-to-heart. She does like a therapy session between the two of them. Offers to make him some tea, and that's when you find out that he's allergic to chamomile because of his asthma. And then the cabin burns down.
Wait. Everyone just stop for a second. Let's talk this out, okay? Nobody wants to hurt anyone. Tucker, you could have fooled me, showing off his bloody stump. Fuck off, hillbilly. Tucker, eat shit, body perm. I forgot about that.
Body perm.
What is a body perm? Do I want to know?
Curly hair all over, I guess. Or calling someone, it's like saying someone's hairy, I guess. I don't know. I've never heard that phrase before.
Allison, wait. Let's just sit down and have some tea. Tucker, sounds like a good idea. I'll provide the finger sandwiches. But good one, Tucker.
Laughing at his own injury. Mm-hmm. I like it. It's a good way to be a good sport about it, you know?
They cut off his bowling fingers.
Yep. Both of them.
Then this is where the rest of the kids kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So the black girl, doesn't she burn herself? Or she gets burnt?
She gets burnt.
Because they lit it on fire. Didn't the black guy run in with like a what are they called?
I thought she blew up.
Molotov cocktail. Didn't he have one? And he's like, stupid hillbillies, and like threw it. And then they're like, this is a good place to store the gas.
Yeah.
And then they were running.
Mm-hmm.
And then the black girl she blew up. And then she was like, Chad, help me. And he was like, get off me, you freak. He comes out all gross and bloody, and they jump in the truck. And they're driving away, and they hit that tree.
Yeah. Dale's driving away.
Nope. And he's looking back at the burning cabin. And Tucker's, my house, my cabin. I didn't like fishing anyway. I do remember that one.
Yeah.
Where Dale tells Tucker that he doesn't like fishing. And Tucker's like, you what?
Yeah, he starts freaking out.
You didn't like fishing?
What do you mean you don't like fishing? And then they crash the truck. Well, Dale wrecks the truck. Him, Allison, and Jangers are still in there.
Yep.
And
Tucker, remember, he was like leaning over, hunched and bloody.
Yeah.
And he's like, go get your girl.
Yeah.
And then
she was taken away.
Yeah, he gears up.
That's right.
He gears up.
Yeah.
He gears up pretty good.
He's got the welder mask, chainsaw, some gloves, a sledgehammer. Mm-hmm. And he's ready to rock and roll and go save his girl.
Yep.
Go get your sweetie.
The sweetie pie.
Mm-hmm.
That takes it back though to when they're playing the board game, and he said he's full of useless information.
Yeah.
As he remembers chamomile, because he found the box of old chamomile tea that he blew in Chad's face.
Yeah.
and then he runs and falls out. That was a pretty good chase scene. That's definitely Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It was, yeah.
Definitely Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And then Allison's tied up on the
sawmill,
on the belt,
or whatever it is.
Yeah, or on the saw table. Chad kicks it on after he gets on the intercom and tries to do this stupid, intimidating speech to try to freak Dale out, but it doesn't work.
Nope. And
then they have a little bit of a brawl.
And then they find out that he was the product of the hillbilly massacre,
the Memorial
from
Day massacre.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah, because one of those hillbillies, I guess, like raped his mom or some shit like that.
And that's where he came from.
Yeah,
and he's a hillbilly.
Yeah,
and he didn't like that.
He is the spawn of a serial killer, hillbilly,
serial killer family.
Yeah, a killbilly.
A killbilly.
Yeah.
So after Chad falls out of the window, it seems like the police come, paramedics come, they take him away. Tucker, you find out Tucker's fine. The next scene is the hospital, where Dale goes into the hospital, and you find out Tucker gets his fingers back.
Well, he gets somebody's fingers.
One of his.
Yeah.
And somebody else's.
A woman's finger. 'Cause it's got a long, like, painted nail, French nail.
It's red.
Yeah.
It's a red nail.
Oh.
Nail.
What's
a
French
red nail.
Paint a French tip? I don't know.
It's
is that
not,
a hair thing?
No, French tip is where the top part of the long part of the nail is painted white and the rest is like clear or opaque.
That sounds like something a French person would do.
You just don't like French people.
Shout out to the French and their baguette. Wang. Or whatever.
No touche pas.
Yeah. No touche pas.
No touche pas.
C'est fait con quoi?
And then he's Dale's talking to, no, I have no idea what the fuck that was. and then Dale talks to Tucker about Allison and how she's awesome, and brings him a beer, and he's like, "That's a PBR, buddy."
Yeah,
I got you one of them bendy straws that you like so, or your favorite drinking utensil.
Yeah, a bendy straw. It's your favorite kind of drinking utensil. What's the other kind? A not bending straw? Just a regular straw?
I mean, I have one right here.
Yeah.
That doesn't bend.
It's not a bendy straw.
No.
It either bends or it doesn't.
No.
I mean, well, my favorite drinking utensil is my missing Kraken. Damn it.
Both have.
I'm never going to get over this.
You're all right. We'll find it. It's somewhere.
Just have to buy another one.
I mean, they were only like $6.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll get you another one, honey.
I want one.
I know. I'll get you another one. So
we come to the end of our tale.
Where they go bowling, and he tells his buddy, if you want something, you go for it. And his buddy goes over to the next couple lanes over.
Them girls over there.
And then something happens. We don't know what
You just hear screaming in the background.
And then a lady falling over.
Yeah. That's all it is. You just hear screaming in the background. And Dale and Allison live happily ever after.
They give smooches.
Yeah. And he got her a helmet.
So
she doesn't hit her head. Or get hit in the head by somebody.
You know, that reminds me of when we first started dating, how you used to hit your head on everything.
Yeah, I guess.
I should have got you a helmet.
I guess.
Special helmet.
Get a Colts helmet.
I was thinking more of those special, like, football, like the padded, not an actual, like, football helmet, but like a rugby.
A leatherhead?
Yeah.
They haven't made those in like 100 years.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, you could still get a leatherhead somewhere.
You just want a cool Colts helmet.
I do.
Okay.
Or an awesome, like, fully headed, like a paintball helmet.
Oh.
That covers, like, the whole everything.
You want your face covered, too?
I mean, you never... face is on my head. So, that's a weird thing to say out loud.
I think you said the quiet part out loud.
I might have. Mish.
There's a lot of people who reshared the X or Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, post that we posted about this, and they were like, I love that movie.
I am going to read some reviews, or well, not reviews, but some opinions from
Pollyanna. She retweeted it, re-X'd it. I don't know what you call it,
reposted now, I think.
Reposted
is the proper term.
Yeah, so she reposted it, was like, this is one of my favorite movies. And of course we had Jay.
Yeah.
So disappointed.
Well, it was retweeted by Seismic Cinema. At Steven Speak PC. Wait, what? The Bleach Bros, Big Nick, and the Porn Stash podcast. Who would you do? You know who you are. So I'm gonna. I did at post on X.
You at post.
I posted.
At post. I bet.
I apposted on X Twitter X. What are your thoughts on this film when I advertised for this? Tales from the Social Club podcast said, I put it on a few years ago, much to my wife's reluctance, but we thought it was pretty actually good.
Pretty actually good.
Pretty actually. Our Buds, the Drunk with Buds podcast, said, I fucking love this one. The alternative POV of horror movies is genius.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Beans Dickinson from the Tall Boy Radio said, very few comedy horrors float my boat. This one gets the blend just right. Genuinely funny without a need to shock with dark humor. A gem of a film. Great performances from the two leads as well, although Alan Tudyk will always be Steve the Pirate to me.
Arr.
Mateo is a twit, said, it's a masterpiece. Porn Stash podcast, Wowayid, ? I don't know what that means. Wowayid. Said, I'm sad you didn't ask me to do this one with you guys. Sorry, Jay.
We love you.
Sorry, Jay. Knights of the Living podcast said, this movie is an unsung masterpiece of horror comedy.
We got no feedback on Facebook.
Corey Doty said, I love it. The first copy I watched was a test version. No effects. It was hilarious. I watch it every year at least twice.
I want to see the what he was talking about.
Who?
Cody.
Oh, with the fresh unedited copy?
Yes.
Where there's no VFX?
Yep.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
That would be hilarious.
So the girl that's getting doused in blood from the wood chipper is probably just standing there screaming. Or you see like a prop guy on a ladder standing above her, just dumping a bucket on her head. That would be funny to see.
There's a lot of people who say it's a masterpiece.
Conspiring to Argue says, by far one of the most underrated comedy movies out there. Anthony Mark Ailing said, often overlooked and underappreciated comedy horror gem. Still holding out for a sequel. My friend, we all are.
I mean, it's been in the works, quote-unquote works, for a while.
New friends of the show, the Dewey Pod Monster, says, fun movie. One of the better horror comedies out there.
It is.
Stu World Order says, hilarious and a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ian Bushell said, a great movie. We quote the doozy of a day bit in my house all the time. I've always felt the third act falls a little flat, but still overall I really enjoy it. And then Biohazard Leah says, I'd say I kind of love it. And then under that she posted a picture of her and her husband cosplaying as Tucker and Dale.
I was just about to say that.
Which is badass.
That is awesome.
Ethereal Visions said, love this movie so much. Toby says, one of my favorites. And Corey Kilgore says, I hate we didn't get another one. And that is the Twitter comments on that. Or X. Whatever the hell it's called. Yeah.
See, I told you it's hard.
We did have one comment on Instagram, and that was from Sean from Cheap Seat Reviews, and he says, I love this film, which is big talk coming from a guy that hated Beer Fest.
He didn't hate it. He said it was enjoyable.
He secretly watches those movies like, this is the best movie ever.
You're so awesome.
I'll never review it because I have to keep this character on my show. This movie fucking rules.
It's awful.
Baby, you want to come watch these stupid R-rated comedies with me? There's blood, boobs, and wieners all over the place.
Though, I do have to say, since you brought that up with Tucker and Dale, they didn't have to use boobs or nudity or sex scenes.
There's really not a lot of cussing in it either.
Mm-mm.
It only got an R rating because of the gore factor in it.
Yep.
Because of all the killings and the blood and all that stuff. And the
kids,
violence.
The college kids hucking themselves into the wood chipper.
Yeah. They're suicide pact.
They're suicide pact cult thing.
Yeah. It's like Jonestown.
Ugh.
But yeah, that is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So what do you think of that movie? What's your rating on it?
What, 1 to 5?
Let's do 1 to
10.
10. Let's do 1 to 10.
I'll give it a 7.
A solid 7?
Solid 7.
Okay.
Yep.
I might have to go might match that a little bit, but maybe go a little over. I'll give it a 7.9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
It is. It's very funny. It's easily quotable too.
It's very quotable. But there's some stuff in it, here and there, little things that really didn't make sense, like the girl, how she was a lot cleaner after having so much blood poured onto her.
You can blame the makeup department on that one. It's their fault. They should have taken contingency shots.
There was a few flubs.
That's okay though.
That should have been fixed but didn't. But overall, I mean, I can easily put that aside. Story, jokes.
Tucker and Dale stole the show.
It's great. It really is, and I would love to have a part 2.
Oh my gosh, that would be difficult to match though.
I want to know where Dale and Allison are. Like, how many babies do they have together? Do they still live in the forest, like out in the sticks? Did she graduate college?
Yeah.
I bet she's a successful therapist. They live in like New York or some goober shit like that. I don't know. Dale wouldn't live in a place like that.
No, he would not, because he couldn't leave Tucker.
No.
He couldn't.
And Tucker, sure as hell. There's no fishing there.
Nope.
She's probably like a small town therapist.
She could be.
Fucking Mayberry.
I mean, did they actually call Chad's death though?
Well, nah. Not.
He could come back for revenge.
Yeah.
I mean, my hot take on it.
He might have like a new squad of suiciders. We never know.
The world may never know.
But yeah, that is going to do it for Tucker and Dale. Thank you guys for listening.
It was fun.
It was fun.
I got to watch it again. I had a reason to watch it again.
I mean, there's always a reason. I don't need a reason to watch it. If it's on, I'm going to watch it.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I mean, we do own it, so it's there.
And it's streaming out there too. If you don't own it, you can definitely stream it. We streamed it on Tubi.
Tubi. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's free on Tubi with ads.
Yeah.
There was ads every 20 minutes.
That's okay.
Hey, it's free though.
Yeah, it's free. You can get past that. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Tab, take us the hell out of here.
As always, thanks for listening to this episode. Don't forget to check out our link tree at linktr.ee/Gray's Taproom Podcast 2. You will find many ways to support us. Buy us a coffee because we will be hungover after this episode. You can subscribe to our Patreon. 3 tiers are available for you. Get your buzzed on for $3, get tipsy for $5, or fully loaded for $10.
Don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Taproom closed.
Good night.
Bye.